Welcome to Dad's Drafts.
Hey, hello, welcome to another episode of Dad's Drafts. Let's get right into this Duskmorn draft. Now, if it's your first time, feel free to click some buttons, and especially welcome to those people who are new. Now, as always, I will say my picks and why I picked them, and if you have an opinion about my picks or my plays, please do let me know, because I'm eager to learn. I want to get better at this game. Now, so far we have been somewhat stuck in Platinum. I hope to get back to Diamond and maybe this time draft a good deck instead of some experimental semi-fun deck. Alright, let's see what we have. This is a decent pack. There is a Say Its Name, Monstrous Emergence, both pretty good green cards. They are also pretty green. Norin is good. There's a Jolly Balloon Man. Now this card pretty much does everything in the red-white archetype. It creates a 1/1, it creates a sacrifice, it creates an enter the battlefield. So it can do a lot of work, especially if you pair it up with some enter the battlefield abilities, or if you go red-white with the whole archetype idea of when you attack with, or whenever you have a creature with power 2 or less, etc. So I will take the Jolly Balloon Man, even though it is not the best card to first pick here. Probably, I think maybe Monstrous Emergence would be the safer pick, but I'm also thinking I'm not really missing out on anything if I take this card, because overall the rest of the pack is pretty weak. Alright, now there's a Mutilator, which is very strong. There's a Clobbering, which I've never played with, to be honest, and there's some other two multicolored cards. Nothing really here in red-white. Now I have tried the Bookworm a few times and I think it's a very good card, but it's not very good to splash. So since there's nothing really which excites me to go with the Jolly Balloon Man, I think I'll just take the Oblivious Bookworm and live with the fact that these two will probably not play in the same deck. Now I do like Shroud Stomper, but only if you get it somewhat late together with when you're already in the Reanimator deck. This is, however, very nice together with the Jolly Balloon Man. But that would be very hard, so let's just take this. Alright. Also, yet again, not a very strong pack. There's a Patchwork Beastie and an Orphans of the Wheat. I see some pretty decent blue cards together with the Soul Rager. Now, I'm not going to pick this because it's not so impressive unless you actually have some rooms. So for me, it's between the Orphans of the Wheat and the Beastie. Obviously, one going together with a Bookworm and one going with the Jolly Balloon Man. And it seems as if blue is more open than red-white. So I think the best thing to do is pick the Beastie and see if maybe we can end up in some kind of Delirium Manifest Dread deck. Now this pack, on the other end, is the other way around. Flash Burrower is okay. Painter Studio is not the best one. Well, these packs are just very messy. We're still trying to see which colors are open. There's a Drag to the Roots, which we could maybe splash if we are actually blue-green. And this gets us Delirium quite fast. So I think I'll take the removal spell here and see where we end up. No. We're not going to fall for that again. Now there's another Monstrous Emergence, which I think is pretty decent. So I will take it here. It seems like we are setting up to be green-black or green-blue. I do like the Faithful, especially if you have some ways to mill some big creatures. But then the Bookworm might not be played. But I think it is the best one in this pack, so I'll just take it here. Another Monstrous Emergence. Wow. Yeah, I think I'll take it. So, wow, that's a very late threats around every corner. 4 mana Manifest Dread and Ramp. I think I will take that. And see if we can end up in some kind of Manifest Dread deck. But we do need some 2-drops. And I'm still not sure if we're either blue or black. We could always splash black. I'll just take the Anthropede, I guess. Oh, that's a nice cup of coffee. I'm just going to put this away for now. We can always see if maybe we can end up splashing it. Okay, I'll take the Cultist here. Let me just put all the black cards here. As I said, I'm pretty sure we are green, but we do need more creatures. But I'm not sure if we're either black-green or blue-green. I think that kind of depends on the next few packs, I think. Okay, well, that is a very late Final Vengeance, which is okay. Especially if you can get some of the rats. Seems like no one's falling for it. Oh my word. Oh, that is nice though. Can we go green-white still? That is just very unfortunate. And overall not a very strong pack. I don't think we can take it. So it's either the Snatcher or the Beastie. Or the Machete. I think I'll take the Machete. It manifests dread, so it does something with our threats around every corner. But some person next to us will be very happy picking that up. Oh, of course, rub it in. Thresher is very nice. But we are a bit high on 4-drops. But then again, these 4-drops are not amazing. So I think I'll take the Thresher. Maybe the Moldering Gym will come around. I'll take the Survivor here. But yeah, as I said before, I'm still not sure if we're either black or blue together with this green. Don't really like the greenhouse. I'll just stick in green for now. Killer Mask can be pretty good. Okay, so I think we're going to go for green-black Manifest Dread and not play the Bookworm. And we could play the Reanimators simply because if we put something in the graveyard which we can reanimate, it could be pretty good. So now I'm mostly just looking for... Are you kidding me? Oh, what are you doing to me? Okay, well, my life. I'm just going to play 2 Bookworms. I'm not going to play the Faithful. And I think I'm just going to go green-blue, splashing, perhaps splashing black for that. I'll take the Beastie. But yeah, I would like some more 2-drops. That is something that can help us to get the mana for the drag to the roots. Another mask so late. The annoying thing that the equip cost is a bit steep. But let's be honest, just Manifest Dread for 3 and have it have Menace. Can't really complain about that. Alright, well, let's open a sweet rare in the... or have a sweet rare in the coming packs. Oh my goodness, we could have had 2 of those. Again, a rather weak pack. I think the Manifest Dread is the best one to pick here. And now let's see if we can pick up some more fixing for blue or black. So maybe one of those lands and some top end. Not even sure how good the beastie is in this deck. I like a centipede. I mean, I don't think we have anything, or at least, yeah, we have the Thresher, so we probably should mill ourselves. But I guess that's about it. We don't have a lot of Delirium stuff. Oh, that is very nice. Well, white-red could have been nice, but a Brute Spinner is something that I cannot pass on. I don't think the Murder will come around, but I wouldn't mind it. We have 2 ways to find the right colors, and we are mostly green, so we can... I mean, these 3 cards are probably the problem to play soon or early. But other than that, it should be fine. So we do need 3 more playables. I mean, I have some things that I can play. For instance, I think Chandelier is okay. It helps you not to deck yourself. I mean, in the late game, you can just recycle your whole graveyard. But we do need some top end, so... top end and fixing, please. So a tap land with either green black or green blue or black blue or whatever. So this is not the right one. Do we have a lot of enchantments? No. So the Dashing Bloodsucker is most of the time just a 2/5. I think I'll take the Flesh Burrower. But yet again, not an amazing pack. Innocuous Red or Withering Torments. I'm just going to take another Centipede. Oh my goodness. I'll take the Snatcher here. Now this could actually do quite some work here. And I think I will take it. Now, wouldn't mind the Beastie, but you can't have it all. We could play the Megalodon, just for island cycling purposes. I don't think another useful tap land will come around. So we do need to do some cutting. Wow, the Murder actually came around. Okay. I could also just not play the Bookworms, but they're just too good to not take. Now the stick twister is very good if you can put a machete on it, for instance. And I want to be creature heavy. So, and do a lot of manifest dread. So this does manifest dread, but it's not a creature in itself. And I'm not sure if we really need the ramp. Yeah. I'm just terrible at cutting. I'm going to cut the chandelier. The long neck probably. I want to get rid of 1/2 drop. Manifest Dread is nice. It helps with delirium. But the problem is it decreases your creature count. 16 is what I like. So I think I'll get rid of it. Now we could play 1 land less because we don't have great mana sinks. We have a lot of ways to find lands. So I think I'll cut 1 swamp. And now I need to cut 1 more card. These are also somewhat creatures, of course. Yeah, okay. Flesh Burrower is very nice, but I think the other 2 drops that we have are just much better. And let's see how this goes. Alright, well, this is not amazing, but we can get some mana on the next turn, or we can swamp cycle after that. I think it will be the Zealot, so we can play either Bookworm or Centipede, depending on if we draw land. Okay. So it's no land, so I think it will be the Centipede. And we'll find ourselves a blue source. Reason being, we can find the black source with the Snatcher. Alright. Let's just attack first. I do want to find another land. So I think I'm just going to swamp cycle that. I think I'm just going to play the I think the Killer Mask. We already have a creature in our graveyard. So now we have an enchantment too. Wow, his hand is slow, or he's very unlucky with the draws. We could turn that up actually. Might be the safest thing to do. Let's just do that. Alright. Well, he can block the Centipede, take 5. But he has to find an answer for the Megalodon, and just putting creatures on the board won't really help. So I wonder what he's going to do. Next turn, if we don't draw land, I'll just play another Centipede and probably one of these. Maybe the Bookworm first, just to get Delirium. I think the Megalodon is okay. Yep. Well, we can still play it, of course, but I don't know how good that is. Okay, so next turn we can do Thresher and Murder, or we can equip the mask to something. So we need a instant or sorcery in our graveyard to trigger it. I'm going to equip this to the centipede. All right. Now, if he had double blocked, I would have murdered the beastie. This would become 3/3, and then it would pretty much clear his board. But at this point, I think I just want to equip the mask to the Megalodon and start doing the same thing again. Could also just attack with those two and see what happens. Seems like he's going to do something with the Megalodon again. Another unable to scream. Yep, that happened. All right. Murdering the beastie doesn't really help, because then he will manifest red. So maybe I just need to murder the watchdog and get in for 3. Then this will start triggering. Now I assume he has something to either return or kill the centipede. Or the stick twister. But then again, I'd rather have him kill the centipede, which already did its thing, than, for instance, the thresher. I would like to draw some ways to manifest red now. Maybe find the enchantment which does that. Okay. Don't really care about that. We have better plays. Now I wonder if he has the counter spell. I hope not. Okay. We can give that menace next turn, and whenever it attacks, look at the top card of your library. If it's a land card, put it on the battlefield. If you don't, put it in your hand. So it's pretty much whenever it attacks, draw a card. It's pretty good. It's just both of these are very annoying. Maybe I shouldn't have attacked on turn 4 with the Megalodon and the centipede. Could have known that he had the glimmer thing. But I fear there's probably a very big dude coming up. Now I would like the machete. So I can just equip the machete to the stick twister. Okay. Now I've no longer got delirium, which is very nice. That's a good play. So, let me think. Getting Manifest Dread doesn't really change anything. I've got to do that first though. Maybe I get a nice 5-drop which I can flip. I've already got an instant and a land, so this doesn't help. I think I have to attack with the Thresher. I know I'm not getting any upside from this, but at least I can kill the Chandelier, which will be annoying. And it's an artifact creature, so I actually got Delirium again. I didn't even think of that. Man, this set. It's so deep. And no, that's not what she said. Another nice cup of Clipper tea. Now, I wonder what he has. Wow, he's ditching the beastie. Well, he must have something in his hands. So I think the best play is just to equip this to the Burrower. Attack for 2, Menace, Death Touch. And that also gets Death Touch. And he's going to have to discard or sacrifice or whatever because of the stick twister. So we are resting comfortably. Now I probably should keep up a land so that my Bookworm can at least do something useful. And I should also probably have attacked with 2 creatures because of the Death Touch. Okay, he goes down to 3. If he draws nothing, do we have lethal? We can attack for 2, 4, 6, 8. He can block 2. Oh my goodness. It enters or attacked if there are 4 more types. So he does have that. He can put some counters on stuff. Then if there are 6 or more card types, double the number. Okay, so he's just going to make very big dudes. Now I'm not too afraid of that. I mean, if he attacks, we are at 26. And I can just jump with the Megalodon and the Bookworm and whatever. Okay. And as I said before, we can take some damage. He's probably going to attack with the Beastie, I say. Wow. Isn't he just dead, depending on what he has? He's at 3. He can block 2. I want to keep the Stick Twister alive. So I'm just going to attack with these 2. And he has to have something, because this has Menace. Okay. He's going to shuffle that back into my library. Next upkeep. Okay, he's not. Okay, good game. Alright, let's keep going. One and oh. First win. At least we didn't get into any mana problems, so that actually worked. But the stick twister doing so much, that's nice. Well, it is slow, but we have all three colors, which I think is worth something. We have removal spell, but no creature to reveal. I'm just going to keep it anyway. This can help us find the next black source. Oh, that's actually very nice. Is he going to exile it? He probably is. Scorching Dragonfire. Not even. Double green. No, I'll take a swamp. Yep. Well, I had expected that. It's too bad, otherwise we would have drawn a card this turn. Because of the Killer Mask. Okay. Well, I'm not going to flip that up just yet. And it has menace, so it's a free attack. Now I'm going to find my island with this one, so I can play the Megalodon next turn. And you know, the lifelink at some point can be useful against an aggressive deck. I've got to assume that he has the spell to take over my creature. And if he does the Shattered Yard thing, that's fine. Alright, he's going to kill either of these two. Probably that one. Let's just play the big dude. Next turn we can remove a lot of stuff. Give it menace. Now whatever I'm going to do, I am going to keep up the murder. Because I feel as if he has some kind of trick, whatever, that I want to respond to. Okay. Well. Ooh. Nowhere to run. So that makes my blocks very bad. I could still block the Vicious Clown with the Megalodon, but I think I'm taking 4 if he attacks with the Ripper. Most Valuable Slayer, yeah, that's a creature I want to kill. if I attack with this, he will probably just block. I'm not going to attack. I'm just going to get myself another green source with the threads around every corner. Oh, that's unfortunate. I'm going to pick the land. That's just very unfortunate. So the face down card is going to die. I do almost have Delirium. Not that it matters on this board, but we can give a creature a, what is it? Double menace with 2 killer masks. Yep. If he plays the most valuable Slayer, I'm just going to destroy it before combat, and then next turn we can do Monstrous Emergence and attack for 7 with menace. And I think he wants to play it, otherwise it's just going into the bin. This thing does... Oh, this is not the double strike one, okay. Okay, well, I'm still going to do this. Menace is very strong against a board which is not full of creatures. So he cannot really attack. I mean, even if he would, I probably would just take it. But then he'll have one less blocker. And we have 2, 4, 6, 7 lands. So if we draw another land, we can do a creature and a removal spell. But I don't know what he has. He could have the board wipe thing or whatever. Or just kill my Megalodon, it seems. Man, could you imagine running into that? Alright. Another creature, maybe? If we can just remove that again next turn with this one, we can get in for another 7, which I think is nice. I'm just not going to block that. I can take 5. Now, if he plays one more creature, I think we remove that one and just jam. Okay. What do you have? Alright, well, combat first. He probably has a Dragonfire or something. And now I actually might just block the Vicious Clown with the Megalodon. Because this is still a very big board anyway. I hope I didn't make a mistake if he has some kind of board wipe. Then it will be very difficult to come back from. Okay, good game. Threats around every corner. Wow, really overperforms. Alright, well, I think this is a very nice and keepable hand. I mean, it's a bit slow, so, you know, drawing the spider from the top would be amazing. But that's only 3% chance. Moldering Gym or Centipede? I think the Centipede, since it puts a body on the board. And I guess we're just going to find our swamp. And if he attacks, I'm just going to block, of course. That's 1 into Delirium. I think I just want to play the Thresher. It's a great attacker on this board, and next turn we could even do Kill a Mask and equip the Thresher with it. If the Thresher lives, but odds are that it will either die or have a very annoying board against it. I just want to use most of my mana, so machete it is. At least, please hit a creature. Oh. Well, that's not a creature, but that's 2 into Delirium. Maybe the Killer Mask or the Weight Room can get us into Delirium. I'm not even sure what's better. Weight Room or Kill a Mask in the other one. +2/+1 equip 4, that is quite steep. I'm just going to do this. I can always equip the whatever big dude it will be. It has 3 counters, if it is a creature actually. Wow. We are very unlucky, I must say. I'm fine with trading this for 2 creatures. Or him using a trick on my land. But it is a land, so it won't help. Oh my goodness. So much for fun. Double strike, convoke. Well, he must have something. Let's just see if we can maybe raise him. We are drawing quite some lands though. Or at least there's a lot of lands in the top 20 cards. But that happens a lot apparently. I need an answer for the Wandering Rescuer. Hopefully a murder or a monstrous emergence would have been nice. I think he has a jump scare. +2/+2. Okay, let's just do this, build out our board. Get some more forests. Oh, I would like the Scarecrow, but this gives us Delirium. So annoying that once you hit a creature, you hit 2 creatures, like now, for instance. What is actually better? I think we are going to need the Death Touch more than the... No. Alright. Let's find a swamp. And let's just do this. Guess we're taking 6. I'm just keeping these 2 up. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 mana. Megalodon is great against the Wanderer if he has nothing. So I'm just really hoping that he has nothing. Still the jump scare. Well, now it doesn't die anymore, which is very annoying. Didn't he just have lethal? Alright, well, he could have just used the trick and attack with both. Bookworm. I don't think that's going to help. Equipping this is just so expensive. But hey, we have the mana, so we might as well. Oh. Annoying. Alright, well, I don't mind Zimone dying. Bookworm. Can I draw a 2 mana spell? I can draw a murder, but that's 1 more mana. If you do discard a card, unless a permanent enters the battlefield face down under your control this turn. I didn't turn anything up, so I am going to have to discard anyway. So I am just going to equip that. That could be an answer. Alright, well, that's not too bad. We are just going to chomp the Rescuer, kill it next turn with the 5/5. Okay, well, let's try it. Okay. So We still have plenty of mana, so I'm just going to equip that. And I'm going to decline. Well, that isn't going to save him. I mean, he's not dead, but another bookworm. I think I'm just going to do this first. I'm just going to decline. The board at this moment is great. I don't want to troll my whole library. That is annoying. Wow. So I'm just going to attack with everything, and if he doesn't block the face down beastie, that's fine. Wow, that can be very nice too. Let's just attack with everything. I mean, I think he's just dead. Yep. Wow, Brute Spinner would have been nice though. Get 5 insect tokens. Alright, let's continue. Now I also got some, what is it, some food, but I'm not going to eat it while recording because I think that will be very annoying for you guys to hear all the munching all the time. Sad panda. Well, let's see if we can increase that sadness. This is not great. Oh, if only this was a forest. This hand would be great. So we can swamp cycle and murder something if he goes too fast, and if we don't draw a green land for 3 turns, I think we're dead. So we have a draw step. Let's go for it. And let's assume that we at least draw some green within 3-4 turns, and otherwise that he's not too aggressive. Now blue, black, not the aggressive colors, so maybe there's a chance. Wow, it's a mirror match. That is not a green source. I'm going to swamp cycle the Snatcher. Wish I could force cycle it. But now at least we can murder something if he plays a big 4-drop. There we go. Let's just go for the Bookworm, because I want to get rid of some stuff. Yep. Now I assume that the Bookworm is going to die at some point. But then again, the Brute Spinner gets bigger. Alright, well, I wonder if he has a counter spell. Might just ditch the beastie here. We have 3 delirium now with the artifact. Okay, interesting. Now we lack a swamp to do both of these, but we have the zealot, but we could also just play the weight room. Wow, that's a lot of plays in my turn. Yep, he's going to draw some cards. Or at least he's going to draw a card. But at least now he's tapped out, so we can play the weight room. That's also not too bad. But if we do this, we can just draw a card. So I'm just going to do the weight room action. Draw a card. We can turn this up if we want. Death Touch and Indestructible, I assume. Yeah. Now I just want to build out my board. Oh, well. I'm glad we have a removal spell for that one. If a source would deal combat damage to an opponent. Okay, so he can still damage my creatures. I think I'm just going to do this one. Whoops. I can't cast them. I can actually cast a Megalodon. I would like both of them. Big dude first. Now I think I'm going to have to murder the haunted screen at some point. But we have a drag to the roots as well. I had expected the... Oh. Okay, well, that explains it. Can we do both? One. We have 2, 4, 6, 7 mana. So I cannot do both. We have to drag to the roots that one, but I think I'm just... Don't we have enough mana? 1, 2, 3, 4... 1, 2, 3, 4... 5, 6, 7. it's actually card types. Wow, I thought it was amount of creatures. So this can't really get any higher than 5, which is fine, by the way. I'm not complaining. That is annoying, though. Well, I'm not going to block that one. I think my little spooters are. We have 7, 8 mana, so we can do this and drag to the roots. Do you have even more action? Please don't kill my Brute Spinner. Okay. Seems like he's just going to bounce the Brute Spinner, which isn't great. I care most about the flyers at this point. And we cannot play the Megalodon, so I mean we can, but then we're just taking so much damage. Machete is nice. Death Touch is also nice. I'm just doing this because I want to draw a card. And now next turn I can flip this up with Death Touch and we'll still take some damage. Or I can drag to the roots that one. But I just want to sacrifice the Brute Spinner next turn. Yep, makes sense. Yeah, these both are just very, very annoying. I think we're going to take 3 more damage once and also some trample damage. Maybe I should just sacrifice a Zealot to prevent some damage. Our decks are actually very similar. Now I hope, for our sakes, that that's about the last damage that we're getting. Next turn it's Brute Spinner, sacrifice and kill the Fear of Isolation. $13, $14. I'm going to decline, we have plenty of playables. Now I assume he's just going to attack with both flyers. In which case I will triple block the one and destroy the other one. Yep. Well, in that case, and yeah, we really need something for the flyer, but I fear this is going to be quite difficult. So we can chump for a while. Maybe we just need to put some pressure. We have 2 8 mana, which is not ideal. Just clearing out the board for the Megalodon to do its thing. We can give it menace, maybe we can race. Fear of Isolation, though, is hurting us a lot. But a 5/5 menace vigilance, or 5/7 vigilance, also hurts a lot. We have 4 more turns as it stands now. Doesn't really matter to give this menace. Alright, well, let's put some pressure in another way then. That might actually help. Wish we had the machete though. So this is 2 life gain every turn. That is very annoying. So let's just turn this one up. Let's attack with a Thresher. I don't even think we have any answer. Well, that was our answer actually, but of course we manifested it. It's not even a May ability, which is very annoying. But hey, we've got to try, I think. Can I fail to find? Okay. I will decline. Oh, if only we had drawn the monstrous emergence. Yep, happens. That's not really what we need. Now the art changed, so there is something. It happened before. I'm not sure what triggers it. Maybe some kind of you're almost dead or almost out of juice or whatever. Yep. 2 more turns. I don't think we can actually get there. If only if he keeps drawing. But I don't think it will happen. Yeah, Unstoppable Slasher, 2 Fears of Isolation, Mind Skimmer. Some good stuff. Well, that's 2 turn clock it seems. Come on, top deck. I don't think we have anything. He's actually getting very low on playables. Ugh. I don't think that helps. Very close. He will draw a card, but we will die next turn, so... I fear there's no way for us to gain life. So I will take the action here. Yep. That's a good game. Well, that was another very long match, but hey, we lost, so that's our first loss. We are 3-1. Let's see if we can maybe get 1 or 2 more wins. I think the deck is pretty solid, but that matchup with the Mindskinner, where you have to keep removing it, and the Unstoppable Slasher, which even needs more removal spells. Alright, well, this is a decent hand. I should do some research on what actually changes the art of the Bookworm. Probably you're below either 5 HP or 5 cards in library. Sure. So we have so many ways to find land. I'm just going to ditch the land. Wonder what he has. Let's attack first. Okay. I don't think we need 2 removal spells, so... He has his own. So we can't really kill that with the Monstrous Emergence. Well, let's find a green source, I think. Forgive me. We're already very close to getting Delirium. If we use the emergence, we can actually get it done. Wow, okay. There must be something amazing under there. Why wouldn't you attack? Okay. So, since I know that that card is probably a very good card, I will kill it now. Another Bookworm. So let's attack. And play another Centipede. And find a swamp. I'm just going to attack with both these. Please hit a creature. That is a creature. That's also nice. Okay, another Death Touch creature. If only we had a removal spell. So this has Menace. And if he actually double blocks, then that would be fine. Now we don't get the attack trigger. But we do get... I'm just going to keep it like that. I want to draw more cards now that I still can. Okay. That is actually a very nice combination. Yep. So next turn we can... oh man, so many of the Flesh Borrowers. So we do have Delirium. Turning this up is 2, turning this up is 4. I will take the action. I should have played a land, maybe. Okay. So this will gain us 4 if... unless something strange happens. Something strange happens. Okay. Wow. That actually went pretty well. We drew what we needed. We are 4-1. I can nearly smell the trophy. We are up against Koch. Now this hand is slow, but we will manage. This hand is less slow. Okay, well, we have the Brute Spinner into Centipede, into every corner, and then Killer Mask. I'll just block with this if he attacks. Ooh. Well, it's going to get shuffled anyway. But I think I'll take the green source. No, I'll take the blue one and we can ditch one green. He ditched under the skin. Okay, well now I know that I will block. Centipede into a green source. And I want to get Delirium, so this dying isn't the end of the world. Wow, he is ramping. I assume there are some big boys coming up pretty soon. If he's not blocking, then he should have attacked with it. Right? Oh, of course. Well, that is fine. More delirium for me. That is not fine, though. I should have picked a swamp. Next turn we have 6 mana. We can do Twister and Machete. Yep, that's a big dude. So I think I'll just Machete. See what we get. We will, of course, not hit a creature. But now that helps with Delirium. Swamp. Stick Twister. Now if I draw an instant or sorcery, it will be unlocked. Alright. Now we need to find a way to get through, which will be difficult. Before we deck ourselves. We have 3 more removal spells, so there is a chance that, you know, we can manage to get the Machete onto the Stick Twister. There is the murder. So we can have instant speed. I think the Bookworm is gone. He emptied his hand, which might not be very smart against the Stick Twister. Okay. Oh, it cannot block. Let's just block like this. We take 5, or he... Oh my goodness. We take more than 5. Megalodon helps. We have 11 mana. We could equip that and merge something. Do I want to trade the centipede for the flesh burrower? I think I do. And let's just kill that now. So we gain 2, or he sacrifices something, but oh my goodness. Well, decline. Equip this onto the stick twister. Play a bashful beastie. And maybe next turn we can get in with some attacks. I mean, just like this as it is. It's pretty fine. It's fine. I hope he does another attack. But I assume that he won't. Okay, we gain 4. Can you imagine having the stick twister with the chainsaw? Well, he can sacrifice that. We are low on library action, but he has some big dudes. That is just a 5/5 which is not going to flip. And I want to empty the board so the stick twister does more. So I'm just going to do that one with the Megalodon. Doesn't really matter. Could have equipped the machete. Maybe that was smart to do. I'm not sure if it would have made a difference, but so now the board is empty. He will probably go for the gym and maybe next turn the beastie. But as I said, next turn we can just attack with a 5/4 menace. Or maybe even equip the thing to it, then put it back on the stick twister. Which will do a lot of work, I guess. Seems like he has more action. Yep. Not sure why he wouldn't do that first. I mean, you can surveil a creature to the top or whatever. And we still want to empty his board. So maybe I just put it on the beastie. Both of them and attack with both. Make this a 5/4 and a 5/4. You probably shouldn't attack. Okay. So I assume he's just going to sacrifice something, so I'm going to play the Bookworm and the Mask. And now we have two things which can get Menace, but we are running very low on playables. I will not draw a card. I think I need my turns. All right. What do you have? Manifest Dread. Yeah, he's just he's just still playing a lot of creature stuff, filling up the board. Sure. Now, if we can find the removal spell, that would help. That is a nice card. We do have enough to do both. So the 6/5 can get Menace next turn, and I think then maybe we can have lethal, depending on... You probably should just sacrifice the room, right? But it is going to be very close. I hope he whiffs, like draw lands. Then I think we should be good. Give the big dude Menace and the rest. Seems like he did draw something. Oh, wow. Well, I think that kind of messes up our whole plan. Manifest Dread. Make a lot of flyers. Good game. Yep. Ghostly Dancers doing its thing. I'm not even sure if a removal spell will do it. That's not a removal spell. I don't think we can win this. I mean, I can... at the end of the turn, I can draw a card from the Bookworm. Then we can find the removal spell. Which one's that? Yeah. Do we want to equip it, or do we want to... It's just... we need to find the removal spell. So it's one of these two, 50-50, but I think it's still too late. One more turn. Can we get there? If he plays nothing, I'm not going to block, of course. If he plays nothing, I think we still got there. Oh no. Now all we have is a death touch creature. Yeah. Well, we tried. It doesn't really matter. That was very close. We would have killed him if he didn't get anything, but of course he had the room and the stuff. Yeah, Ghostly Dancers. We just couldn't beat that. That's about 4 bodies on one card if you play it nicely. I think it's the card with the highest win rate. Let me just look it up. 17lands.com. Card statistics. The highest win rate. Overlord of Mistborn. Ghostly Dances. If you have it, it has about a 90% win chance. Oh, this is nice. Let me turn off all the lights. I just want to play the... my goodness, my throat. I want to play the Thresher as fast as possible. Or this one. Okay. I think it's the Thresher. 5-4 on turn 3 seems good enough. And it is out of sight of reach of the Scorching Dragonfire. So it does put quite some pressure. And if you actually play something that can block this, okay, that's fine. We're just going to attack into that. Probably play a Threats around every corner. Or 2 Bookworms. No, I'm just going to find the black source here and Manifest Dread. We can actually turn that around. Or flip it over, I mean. We cannot attack with it though, but... Yep, goodbye, Thresher. Well, that's 2, what is it? That is decent. No, I could get in for 3. But do I want to kill that? I don't think I do. Maybe next turn. Let's just do some stuff. I'll do it. Two damage. So I think the Defiant Survivor is going to die. And we don't have anything to kill this with, which is sadness. Now we do. And the question is, do we? Then we can trade this for either of those two. I'm not sure if that's great. I think I'm just going to play the beastie. No attacks. Take action. I don't think I want my second bookworm. Yeah, he has some very nice cards. I've tried playing with red-black, but it's just been... oh my goodness, that's very annoying. It's been rather depressing. So we need to kill that, which we will. What do you have? Okay, well, still he has to sacrifice a creature to equip the tools. So I am just going to attack with this one. Okay. I do need double black at some point. I think we just drew all of our islands. So if we don't play the last one, my Dagger Maw dude will not be that impressive. Yep, that's what you need. Some small creatures which you can just sacrifice to equip stuff to. Dissection tools. Such a great card. Now I wish I had the other, what's it called? Oblivious Bookworm. Oh no. Yep. Well, I think this will be, we need some premium removal now. Well, that is premium removal. So I think I need to get rid of the dissection tools. Add instant speed. But this is rather terrible. That does something, but I just assume that those are duds because he would have flipped. Okay, well, that's not. Oh my goodness. What is this deck? Yep. And he can give that double strike. So if we block with everything, he still kills all my creatures. Well, Tunnel of Hate, somewhat overperforming here. Not even sure what can help me here. And it's not like he's drawing a lot of cards. Okay, well, that is nice. Let's just do that. Equip it to the centipede. Ooh. We've got to break his board open just a little bit. And maybe the Brute Spinner can do some useful stuff here. I mean, I think the count is 5 or 6. They can chump for a while. Sure. Death Touch, Double Strike, Menace, Haste. The only thing missing was Trample. It's 5, okay. That might help. I think it's not enough. Alright, well. The card that kills pretty much only our board. Well, we're not really rising the ranks, to be honest, but we went 4 and 3. I am satisfied somewhat. Now, thank you for watching. If you like what I did, feel free to click some buttons, and I hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye.
Thank you for watching Dad's Drafts.